Hey yo, what's up? It's your girl Destiny Arianna, and today I'm back with another video. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if you are new, welcome to my college and lifestyle channel. And make sure if you like this video to subscribe to my channel, click the bell notification so you can get notified whenever I post a video. And just check out more cool videos like this one. So as we all know, it's April and soon May 1st is going to be approaching, and so many seniors all over the world are going to be deciding where they want to go to college. So today I'll be giving you guys 7 tips of things that I wish that I knew before picking a college. So we're going to get into the video now. My first tip, if you also see me looking down, I'm just checking my iPad because I wrote all these things down. But my first tip for choosing a school that is best for you would definitely have to be understanding the academic rigor of the school that you're choosing. You don't want to walk into a space where you have no idea how hard the classes are, you have no idea what your workload is going to be. You want to make sure that when you're stepping on campus, you have somewhat of an idea of what's expected from you, you know? So I think that definitely going on collegeboard.com and searching up the stats of your school, because no one wants to be at a school that they think is too academically challenging for them to the point where it's taking a toll on their mental health. You want to make sure that you're picking the best school for you. And you know, that can mean a multitude of things, and I'm going to get into that with the other tips. But academically, you want to make sure that you understand what you're getting into before you even step on campus in terms of academics and what you can expect from that. My next tip would have to be location. So I think that it's really important for you to understand the location of the school, the surrounding area, and also that includes like the distance from home. So if you guys know me, I go to Bowdoin College, which is in Maine, Brunswick, Maine. It's a very suburban place, definitely not a city. And the surrounding area would be like Portland, Maine, Freeport, things that are also not very city-like for me, being born and raised in New York City. So things like that are definitely very important to understand that environment that you're going to be in, because yes, like you're on a college campus, but the town that the college is in also becomes like a part of your home there while you're there. So I think that that's extremely important. Basically, like when you get tired of being on campus, you seek to go off campus and you want to know, what am I going to do when I'm off campus? Like, are there shops that I can go to? Is there like cool places that I can eat? And also like commuting. So like we have access to the Amtrak train, which basically goes to Boston from Brunswick. So that's really convenient. But I think it's just really important to understand that sort of connection that you will have with the location that your school is located in, and just knowing what you can do while you're there and what places that you have access to within that environment. Next big thing for me would have to be knowing what resources are available at your school. Guys, one of the main reasons why I chose Bowdoin was because even on the tour and talking to people that were at the school, I knew from before I even made my college decision that Bowdoin had a multitude of resources that I could take advantage of. So many offices that I connected with when I was on the campus, and just knowing that I had academic support, social support, just many things that you don't even think you need in college. Like I literally, like as a senior in high school, I wasn't thinking about counseling at all, just because like I knew that my parents really couldn't afford it. So I never really thought of getting counseling, and like just understanding that Bowdoin had free counseling services to offer was something that I've now taken advantage of, and something I'm definitely very grateful for. But also different offices like the Center for Learning and Teaching, you know, getting tutoring services, getting those writing assistants that you need to help you with papers, just knowing like if I'm struggling academically, does my school have, you know, these places that I can go to get the help that I need? Because I think that's one of the most important things about going to a school, is making sure that you're going to a place that's going to allow you to academically succeed. You know, like you want to definitely have a good time, but just me, like I knew that I would rather be in a stronger place academically when I graduated than picking a school that was going to give me the best social life. You know, like I thought about my future in the sense of like, which place is going to challenge me, you know, challenge me academically and socially, like be a new environment but not completely shock me, but just allow me to grow in ways that I wouldn't grow if I went somewhere else, per se, you know, like somewhere that's very familiar, something that's very comfortable for me, because I'm a strong believer of being still and being comfortable means that you're not growing, but you're actually slowly going backwards, you know. So like I definitely love being uncomfortable, because in those uncomfortable moments you experience the most growth. So I think for me that was something that's a big thing, like knowing that when I'm in those uncomfortable moments, do I have resources that will help me with whatever I need. So I would definitely say like going on the website of the school, seeing what resources they have available, because you want to know these things. Like it's super important. Even if you're not thinking about them now, the next 4 years are gonna be super hard. You know, you're gonna experience so many things. So you just wanna make sure that you have those resources to help you with whatever comes your way. The fourth tip would be, do I have a safe space? So that's basically saying, is there a safe space on this campus for me? So for me, one of my safe spaces on campus is the Black Student Union that Bowdoin has. I needed to make sure that being a Black girl from the city, like going to a predominantly white institution in Brunswick, Maine, that I had a Black community on campus that would be there for me, that I could pour into, that can pour into me, and just like have that support unit. That was something that was super important for me. Like, I'm gonna get into this in another tip, but like this is one thing that I knew I had to have. Like I would not be able to survive at a private, predominantly white school without having like a strong sense of community there. You know, like I knew that there was something definitely different about what I would be walking into, like going to PWI. But I just wanted to make sure that I had people who were going through it with me. Like I feel like I'm pretty independent, but with things like this, I think it's very crucial that you have people to confide in. Basically just finding a safe space in whatever place that you can, somewhere that you find people that can be there for you and be an extra support for you, you know. Like I think that that is super important. Okay, so we got tip number 5. Tip number 5 is figuring out the social scene. So basically, I get this question all the time from everyone, like, what is the social life at Bowdoin like? Like, oh my gosh, like, I just think it's super important to sort of figure this out early, because for me, I had no idea what Bowdoin's social life was like when I was applying. Like, I literally just said yes primarily based on the interactions that I had with other people and the resources. Like, just knowing where I was going to be in 4 years and, like, feeling like I'll be secure with the Bowdoin education. That's all I was really worried about. But I did not even factor in my social life, because at that moment, like, I was just dealing with a lot of rejections, and I just really wanted to pick the best, like, academic environment for myself, because that's really all I cared about at that time. But social life is such a huge part of your college experience, and I think it's super important to sort of understand what you're walking into. Like, I understood that Bowdoin was a predominantly white space, but like how I would navigate that space is definitely very different from what I guess I imagined before I got there. So, you know, just talking to people about what their social lives are like, you know, like, what do you do for fun, you know, really just figuring out what you want from a school. Like, do you want a party school? Do you want a school where you have access to, like, outside? Like, do you want a school that offers a lot of activities? Like, how strong is your student activities group within your school? Like, things like that. Like, what does your school have to offer for fun, or just for things that are not strictly academic? I think that that's something super important. And these are things that you can find not only, like, through the school's website. You take advantage of YouTube. Like, I know a lot of you have found my videos by just searching in the college's YouTube channel, but like going on people's YouTubes and getting their first like hand experiences from them. I think that the college process is something that's definitely so hard, and like you want to make sure that you're putting an effort to the end. Like, you want to make sure that you put in the effort to write those personal statements, you put in the effort to pick your schools, make your college list, do all these things. You want to make sure that the school that you ultimately end up picking is somewhere that you're actually really excited about going, and you feel like you're going to succeed there, you know, mentally, emotionally, academically, and physically. Like, you want to make sure that you're trying to pick that school that is the best fit for you. This is tip number 6, but it's basically creating 3 non-negotiables. So this is something that I did, basically, like, just need. Like, if the school doesn't have these 3 things or these 2 things, I just won't be there. you know, and this helped me like sum down my college list, but it also helped me make my decision. So I think mine was having a strong Black community, having academic resources to help me succeed, and also not being that far away from family. So my range was like 3 to 5 hours away, because I wanted to be far enough but not too far that it'd be very hard for me to go home. And those are basically my non-negotiables. So the areas that I was looking in were like schools on the East Coast, like the New England area, and then also like down south. Ended up applying to mostly New England schools. But yeah, like I just think that that's so important in prioritizing what you want in this process, because at the end of the day, it's your college decision. You know, like you're gonna be the one in the classes, in the field, like in the lion's den, like getting those grades, doing that work, put it in that work for however many years you're at school, you know. And like I think it's so important to prioritize what you want out of that experience, because it's you, like you're doing it at the end of the day, no one else is. And you just really want to make sure that, like I said, like I think that's key to picking a school that's perfect for yourself, you know. And picking that school that is the best fit is really just making sure that you know what you want. In 4 years or 2 years or however many years, once I'm done at this institution, where do I want to be? I think that that's an important question to ask yourself. And like if you're having trouble creating those non-negotiables, just ask yourself that question, like where do I want to be? Last but not least, keep an open mind. Y'all, when you are like, so many people are gonna say so many different things about whatever college you choose. Like I just say, like definitely like still have your non-negotiables, like I said like earlier, but keeping those in mind, keep an open mind about the school that you're choosing. You know, like reach out to people, hear their experiences, watch YouTube videos from different people. Open your mind to hearing different perspectives so you can get a broader scope about understanding the environment and the different experiences that exist within the place that you want to go. I think that that's really important. School is really bad. I was like, it's probably really bad. But then schools I was really passionate about, I would fight for. And I think that that's something that you want to think about. Like if someone tells you that a school is bad, but you're interested in it, figure it out for yourself. Like don't let what other people say dictate your decisions. You know what I mean? Like keep an open mind. Talk to as many people as you can. Broaden your perspectives. Because it's really all you can do is ask and seek, you know, like you'll figure it out. I wanted to make sure that I gave some tips that I think are very helpful in picking the best college for you, because I think that this process is so important. Like I remember the entire process like it was yesterday, like how long it was, the wait. Like I can't even imagine being a senior in high school dealing with this situation. So like kudos to you guys, because you are so strong. But I hope that this video helped out whoever it could have helped out during this time, because I've been getting so many questions about like why I chose Bowdoin, but ultimately made me come to my decision. So I wanted to make a video that sort of gave you guys tips to making that decision for yourself, because I didn't understand why I made my decision. And these things have sort of helped me frame it to make the best decision for myself. So I hope this was helpful. And I hope that you guys like this video. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. But thank you guys again for like the 5th time, and I'll see you guys on the next video.